knows how to move people out of the way. He can do what medicine cannot do. He can restore what's been stolen. Sooner than later, you're going to see the hand of God making things happen that you couldn't make happen, opening doors that no person can shut, turning situations around that look impossible. We all face difficulties that don't look like they'll ever change. Seems like the more we pray, the worse it gets. We don't see any sign of things improving. It's easy to live discouraged and accept that it's not meant to be. But Paul said in 2 Corinthians, our present troubles are small and won't last very long. These troubles will soon be over, but the joy to come will last forever. And what you're up against may look permanent. Seems like it's going to take years to get well, years to get out of debt, years to meet the right person. Don't be fooled by what you see. God is saying the trouble is only temporary. It's not going to last very long. Soon it's going to be over. Soon you're going to see the breakthrough. Soon your health is going to turn around. Soon you're going to meet the person of your dreams. You may not see how this can happen. Everything in your reasoning says it's not possible. You're looking at it in the natural. We serve a supernatural God. He can make things happen that you can't make happen. And instead of thinking of all the reasons why it's not going to work out, how it's going to take forever, try a different approach. Father, thank you that this difficulty will soon be over. Thank you that this sickness, this depression, this family problem will not last very long. Joel, it's already been a long time. That means you are very close to seeing it turn around. You're on the verge of a breakthrough. You're about to see freedom, promotion, problems suddenly resolved, dreams suddenly come to pass. Not in the sweet by and by, but soon things are going to change. Soon that child is going to get back on course. Soon that new door is going to open. Soon the right person is going to show up. Soon you're going to come into overflow. Now you have to get in agreement with God and have a soon mentality. As long as you think it's going to take years, that's going to stop God from working. When you have this soon mentality, you get up each morning with expectancy, knowing that this could be the day that God shows out in your life. When is your health going to turn around? I don't know, Joel. This medical report doesn't look very good at all. That's one report. I'm giving you another report. Soon things are going to change in your favor. When are you going to get out of debt? It looks like it's going to take me 112 years to pay everything off. You're going to be in heaven by then. How about soon I'm coming out of debt? Soon I'm going to lend and not borrow. How can that happen? God owns it all. One touch of His favor and you'll have more than enough. One good break, one idea, one contract, and everything will change. When are you going to overcome that addiction? Soon. When are you going to meet the right person? Soon. When is that legal issue going to resolve? Soon. When are you going to sell that property? Soon. When are you going to start your business? Soon. Your mind will tell you all the reasons it's not going to happen. Your problem's too big. The people that you're up against are too powerful. It's been that way too long. Don't believe those lies. Receive this into your spirit. The problem will soon be over. The loneliness will soon be gone. The anxiety, the grief, the barrenness, not able to have a child is coming to an end soon. These present troubles will not last very long. God is saying to you, what you're up against is going to resolve much sooner than it looks. That trouble is not going to last long. That addiction is not going to hinder you your whole life. The sickness, depression, anxiety is not going to stop your destiny. Soon it's going to be over. Not years, but months. Why don't you get in agreement with God? You may not see how. The giant looks too big, the sickness too great, the opposition too strong. You're not in this by yourself. The Most High God is fighting for you. He knows how to move people out of the way. He can do what medicine cannot do. He can restore what's been stolen. Sooner than later, you're going to see the hand of God making things happen that you couldn't make happen, opening doors that no person can shut, turning situations around that look impossible. But it's easy to live with this forever mindset. It's never going to work out. Or maybe years down the road, maybe one day, Joel, I'll get a good break. Switch over to a soon mentality. Now, I know some things take time, but God promises us in this verse, soon the trouble will be over. He's about to do something out of a normal time frame, something unusual sooner than you think. Well, what if I believe and this doesn't happen? What if you believe and it does happen? It probably won't happen if you've already accepted it's going to be a long time to get out of this trouble, a long time to get well, to meet the right person, to accomplish that dream. That's limiting what God will do. I'm asking you to believe for sooner than later, even if it doesn't happen as soon as you like. Yes, we all have to wait, but I've made up my mind, I'm going to live with the soon mentality. I'm going to keep releasing my faith, reminding God what He promised, that this difficulty will soon be over. God was showing us the trouble is temporary. The trouble is not going to last forever. You may be in a difficult time, but that's not how your story ends. That loss is not going to define you. That sickness is not going to ruin the rest of your life. That person that walked away, the bad break, the unfair situation is not going to stop your purpose. God has an after this for you. After the trouble, there's going to be great joy in your life. After the loss, after the sickness, after the legal battle, you're going to see new friendships, new opportunities, new growth. Don't be discouraged by the trouble. It's not stopping anything God has for you. God is storing up all the joy, all the good breaks, the favor, the resources that have been put on hold because of this temporary trouble. You're not losing anything. What belongs to you is still coming your way. Your latter days will be better than your former days. Your story doesn't end in defeat, doesn't end in failure, injustice, sorrow. Those are temporary seasons. Your story ends in victory. God has already lined up an after this for you. He said what was meant for your harm, He's turning to your advantage. Even now, God is turning some things. He's turning the trouble, turning the sickness, turning the people that are against you. You're about to step in to an advantage, step into favor that God has already lined up for you. You may not see anything happening yet, but that doesn't mean things haven't changed. It's just a matter of time before you see what God was up to. Now keep the right perspective. The trouble is temporary. It's not going to last as long as it looks. Live with this soon mentality. Not it's way off in the future. Soon things are going to change in my favor. If you'll do this, I believe and declare healing is coming. Freedom is coming. Breakthroughs are coming. Soon you're going to get well. Soon you're going to meet the right person. Soon that problem's going to turn around. Soon you're going to see God's favor in new ways.